Annie's got one. She's wearing her panties on her head.
Did he say panties?
Brandon.
Russ wanted me to show you.
Check out this head
This was
sock.
Philip's little headset. That was his face sock?
Pair of panties.
Pair of panties. Hey, that should work, man. That's good. That's a real deal. That is the crotch
Kept
section.
it out of my hair.
His hair.
Ooh, it does
Better than
smell.
Jackson. Could be either good or really bad.
But I think Russ was right. I put on my big girl panties for the day and got ready to cut some fiberglass. It's time to repair this stringer right. You ready?
Hey kids, I'm going to work at the shipyard today. I'm gonna walk a mile in another man's shoes, which is always good, very humbling. It's freezing, cold. I don't know if you can see that. Of course, of all days, I'm gonna go work at the shipyard, butt ass cold.
And let's see how many times I say that.
This shit's cold. It's cold. But headed down there, we're gonna start on cutting the fiberglass back the right way, because we apparently did it the not so right way. Making sure the edges are smooth, it's flush to the hole, and makes a nice seam for them to lay fiberglass back up. So I'm gonna be the vacuum cleaner holder to suck up the dust as we're cutting. But the more work I do, the less we pay for them to do. So that's the whole point. I'd rather be at home writing a book, but here we go. You know, it's always fun to have a new adventure and see what life is like outside of my warm little office space with a laptop and a latte and I gotta stop thinking about it. It's gonna be cold. Here we go!
Put your big girl britches on, Annie. I met up with Russ at the shipyard so we could start preparing the boat for the fiberglass job, which involved running a shop vac hose down an upper hatch for suction.
So, our hose doesn't fit. Russ tells me to duct tape it. There's no science to it, he says. Obviously.
We suited up once again to start this itchy job, and Russ wasted no time breaking out some much better tools for the job. Then the tools got flashier and bigger until Video Annie said,
Holy shit! Wow!
but I was glad we got the professionals on it because we were finally starting to see progress, and I was finally starting to learn what they meant by the word flush.
So you can see it is plywood. That's just crazy. You did a good job of smoothing it up though. Good job, dude.
Yeah, and by it, I mean hold a vacuum. But it was so good to finally see progress.
Come along. Looking really good. And I went.
Like a champ. We took a mid-morning break to catch our breath and bring the boss man down to inspect and give us his thoughts. Then we set right back to it, and things got really messy. But by mid-afternoon, we had all the cutting complete.
Scared me, GoPro. I didn't think you were working. Alright, kids. Day one on the job. Here's the final product. All smooth. Now,
And then there was dust. Fiberglass dust. Everywhere. I warn you kids, if fiberglass makes you itchy, you might want to look away. There was a lot of cleaning to be done. Know that I spared you most of that riveting footage. But then Russ did something really crazy. He brought some hose aboard.
Holy crap! You're about to hose down the boat, aren't you? Holy shit! Who's in the boat? Boats and hose!
It was a really unnerving feeling to see Russ just spray water into the bilge when you spend so much time trying to keep water out of your boat. But she certainly needed it. There was no other way to get rid of all of that fiberglass dust other than to just wash her down. The next day we made a template of the stringer cavity, and Russ had a really ingenious way of building the structure. That's right, hot glue and sticks. But it worked. I was the gluer and Russ was the builder, and pretty soon we had a little stick structure we could pull out to make the template. It looked like the shape of Texas to me. But while Russ did a good job mocking it up, as we started to seat it into the hole, we knew we faced a bigger problem. The space we were working in was so tight that we couldn't fit one single whole piece in to fill the cavity, and Brandon had actually predicted this issue when he first laid eyes on the project.
Then we can dig it out, fill it, and then we want to do as big a pieces as we can, so we can at least get one there and then do a bridge. Same thing with that one, we got to be able to get in, we got to be able to get the pieces in there.
Yeah, smart guy that Brandon. And I now know, having seen what he took on with this project, that bottom job Brandon wasn't near enough. He is capable of so much more. He is now badass boat repair Brandon, and I knew he'd solve this mystery. But for the moment, with our one-piece prohibition, we were in a bit of a puzzle. Liking the videos? Awesome! Go to HaveWindWillTravel.com where you can follow on the blog, check out my books on Amazon, or help us give the gift of cruising on Patreon. Get inspired and get on board.
It's sexy, see? Da-na-na-na, da-na. It's hot stuff.
Fat guy in a little coat here.
What'd you say?
Fat guy in a little coat.
Fat man in a little coat. You're stuck. You need help? This is actually Philip's head thing.
I'm not wearing that. I'm sorry. I draw the line.
Oh, come on. She emerges. Not too worse for the wear. Starting to get itchy. Where the seams broke. Hope my eyes are okay. Probably shouldn't touch them. Day. Who's number one? Hydrate. Tough work. For you to sailor people are no joke.